Good morning. It is a Saturday morning, and the kids are sleeping, so I thought I'd get in a quick video to show you guys how the garden is looking. We actually have made quite a bit of progress. The areas that I showed you last week, which were in need of a lot of help, look a lot better, but there's still a lot of areas in the garden that we need to clean up. But I was just wanting to show you guys like the growth progress going around in the garden, because I'm really excited. And also it's been raining quite a bit, so like things are just heating up and stuff, which is really cool. um I'm in the back veggie garden now, and I'm just like looking, and like the brinjals are growing, tomatoes are flowering. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm gonna just show you around. Okay, so here's like a pan view of everything that's going on. I won't even lie, I'm a bit concerned. Only because I know I have tomato seedlings coming up. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys those. I have tomato seedlings coming up. I have pepper seedlings coming up. So I am not sure where they're gonna go. Um, but that's rather problems of abundance rather than problems of scarcity, right? So yeah, we've got some flowers coming through. These are the cayennes. Oh, is it already cayenning? Yeah, it is. That's awesome. The peppers, these are red peppers, which are also flowering, which is awesome. The jalapenos over there looked a bit stunted last week. I'm not sure if I showed you guys after the fact, but I did come in, and I don't know if you can see it, but at the base of all of these plants I put some kraal manure, because I knew, okay, cool, the rain is coming now, we need to capitalize off of this. So it's really working. The brinjals are doing amazing, like they're shooting now. They definitely did not look like this last week. Even the growth habit, like they're looking upward facing, which is interesting. But yeah, everything's going really well. The habaneros, like, oh my word, yay. This little pepper over here, there was a habanero there, but it died. So I replaced it with, I think it's a fireball pepper. And I have some of them across the yard, because I did buy some stuff from the garden store, as you guys know. But even my calendulas are doing really well. Oh look, this one is starting to the bud is starting to open, and there's others coming through, so that's awesome. Like, this is exactly what I want, because they're going to be here, doing their little thing while the peppers are around. So it's like that symbiotic relationship. And then I want to show you guys this, what do they call it, candy cane pepper. Isn't that so pretty? I managed to get a second one from the store, so that's really cool. And it also has a pepper. So yeah, that's really awesome. We're gonna see how big those get. And then my green tomatoes doing really well. This little guy was flopped over, and I was like concerned, but he's recovered really well, so that's really good. Then we've got our four over here. This is our orange strawberry and Costoluto de Palma. I love Costoluto de Palma. These are my favorite tomatoes. One thing that I do need to do when things sort of like die down and the plants grow up more vigorously, I do want to come in and take off all the leaves to the point below the first set of flowers. I still need to decide if I'm going to be keeping suckers on these. I just don't know if these supports will be strong enough, but we'll see. And then on this side, the bumblebees, I got a second bumblebee as well from the same place I got the second candy cane. and it's doing well. I think in the last video it looked a lot more yellow, kind of like how this one is looking, but it's doing really well. It's happy. So I think the coral manure is doing its job. I need to come in and put some coral manure here. And then these are my pepper dews, which look happy for the time being at least. We've got the lemon tree, which is dropping some lemons. I've been meaning to pick this up the whole week actually. But I'm thinking I need to just, prune it back a bit so that I can reclaim some of this planting space. But also I do have a watermelon in there, so I'm probably just gonna let the watermelon meander all over there. And on this side we've got our zucchinis. That's a serrano. There's like a baby red pepper in here somewhere, but this plant is like, I don't know, it's not, it's not like the happiest it could be. So we need to consider its future. But everyone else looks pretty happy. The comfrey, which is really exciting. I can't wait for this to get like big so I can harvest the leaves and then make fertilizer for the yard. Yellow peppers, yellow peppers are doing well. I put another fireball pepper here. Yeah, I'm running out of space within the yard to plant things, so wherever I find a space is where something goes. Essentially, that's the point we're at right now. The sage has been flowering really well. I clipped the flowers yesterday and I'm considering just harvesting some sage and drying it, but we'll see. And the granadilla is doing really well. We've got some fruits coming through, so that's awesome, and a lot of fertilized flowers, so they're coming through, and some new flowers which are opening up, which is awesome. So I'm really happy, because this plant it's an old one. It's an old plant. It looked like it was struggling a bit, but it seems like, it's rebounding really well. And then the most exciting part of this side of the yard is the golden zucchinis have started. So that's really awesome. The pattypan squashes, not so much as yet, but the male flowers have started coming out. So yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's about to be an abundant spring/summer. Now on this side of the yard, everything looks so much cleaner, which I'm just so grateful for. The flowers here are doing really well, and also on this side the watermelon is starting to creep, which is awesome. And my sunflowers all seem to be getting heads. Let me get close up so you can see. So that's cool. I'm excited to see what those look like. My guavadilla seems to be acclimatizing well. The leaves are coming in, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not quite sure though how I'm going to vine it across, but we'll see. And then the pumpkin/melon bed slash mealy bed doing really well. I noticed yesterday that there's actually mealies coming through on this side, but yeah, all the tassels are coming through and the places to fertilize them too. So that's really exciting. There is also, oh, look at this, look at the artichoke, and that's sort of why this bed is like sparse because I know these artichokes are coming up, so I want to give them a lot of space. And then like these vining plants also giving them space to sort of like a little bit vine in the bed and then spill out. But yeah, everything is just looking so happy. Look there. Everyone looks so happy. I'm so glad. Vines are coming out. I think I'm waiting to cut off these branches over here because there's some trees that have like cracked and they're at risk of falling. So as soon as those are cut and like we've got some more sunlight coming in here, I'm going to redirect the vines back there in that direction. And then our fruit trees, like this nectarine is on the verge of being ready. Like the fruits have really sized up. I'm so excited. And then also on the peach, I mean, look at them. Very, very, very imminent. So that's really cool. Um, the tree or the fruit production that we have going on in the garden this year is doing so much better. Last week I did speak about doing a tree tour or something like that, but I think in this video, it's so dark you can't see me. I think in this video I'm just going to show you guys the trees that are actually fruiting so you can see what's going on. It's really exciting. So yeah, we've got this was this is where the brassica patch was. As you can see, I actually did what I spoke about last week about taking out a lot of the brassicas. I left some kales, and like the pumpkins are going to spread throughout here, and they look like they're happy. I mean, especially this one. So that's really cool. What I did do is when I was buying plants this week, I got some cauliflower because I don't grow brassicas in like the warmer months, but I see these seedlings. I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe we can grow them. So I'm gonna just try. If I am successful in growing these cauliflowers, that would be awesome because I really do need some in the freezer. But yeah, I have 6 plants in here, and that's probably all I'm gonna put in here. And then I'm just gonna let the pumpkins do their thing. And then also on this side I got a new melon from the store. It's an orange melon, so this is gonna be its vining home. So this melon is going to be coming out this way. We've got the pumpkins coming back this way, and hopefully really good harvests. I'm really excited. And this melon seems to be pretty happy. Quite a few flowers going already. And we've got the pomegranate. I took the time to bag some of them just because, you know, now they established, they're going to be growing. So you know, like the birds are out here. You would think that with a pomegranate and how hard the skin is, they wouldn't be in danger, but they really are. Last year we did have some bird damage from for the pomegranates, and then that meant we had one less harvest in an already small harvest. And then here we've got our trees. We'll skip past to this grapefruit tree, which is like doing so well. I'm so proud of this tree. Beautiful. The leaves are doing great. Here we've got a second variety of a pomegranate. I'm not sure what this variety is called. The one that's in the ground is called a wonderful. But what I do know about this variety is that the seeds are softer for this one, so it could make for a better eating experience. Here in the garden bed, brassicas were taken out. Look, we've got a cucumber coming through. That's the muncher variety. We've got our Ashleys coming on with some secondary leaves. And then like this tomato, I know it's a yellow cherry type tomato, because I had one growing here in this exact same spot last season, and it was only taken out by the frost. Another fireball pepper that I put in here, and also some celery. I dotted some celery around in these beds so that we could have some, essentially. And I've got some lettuce going as well, some loose leaf lettuce. Oh, it's like 2 varieties here. Okay, nice. So I've got 3 different varieties of lettuce going on here. The carrots, I'm gonna be like making it a point to periodically take them out each week, because I really do need to make space for the seedlings that are coming up. But yeah, like, the Cape gooseberries are looking good, spinach looking good, the little basils dotted around are looking really good. And then like here we've got like our tomatoes. These are the Heinz tomatoes, which are also doing really well. I bagged one of them over here because I'm trying to take care of these plants. That is the like big jalapeno. Also this one, and they're starting to push out some flowers, which is really cool. So we'll see what that fruit looks like. Look, there's another tomato. That's awesome. I've been going around and putting these plastic clip things, because that's sort of like my staking infrastructure for this year. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, everything's looking really good. The calendula is starting to flower over here, and we've also got like a little tomato in there within amongst all the commotion. This is our Valencia orange tree. This Australian finger lime is so productive. The only thing is I don't know how to use the production. So yeah, we need to figure that out, because otherwise it would be such a waste. But yeah, I mean, citrus in the yard is doing really well. These are the not calamondin. These are the Clement Gold Naartjies. There's like beetles flying around here. I don't know if you can see it. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I hate it. It's the sound. I hate the sound so much. We've got our pepino melons that I've bagged up, which is really exciting. I'm excited to see what those do, because they are so delicious. And then also I've been letting my strawberries flower and fruit. So that's really cool. And then on this side we've got our blueberries, which I think the birds have been getting to. Honestly, we haven't been on it. This is a blueberry plant that I replaced because the other one really looked like bad and essentially died. We haven't been eating the blueberries. I think it's just been, a gift to the birds for this season. But we're letting it grow. The only issue I'd say that we're having, or one dynamic that we're dealing with, is because this bed does not have a bottom. Does not have it. It has a bottom. So I need to figure out the watering. I haven't watered it in a really long time. The only thing that waters it is rain. And like if it gets too much water, then I notice the plants get distressed. So I make it a point not to water it when I'm watering the rest of the garden, just because it doesn't drain at all. Here we've got our limes. This lime tree has just been doing so well. Blood oranges. Oh my word, look at this. Blood oranges are coming along and growing, which is awesome. Here we've got the sweet limes as well. Amazing. I'm so excited. The pomelos, so many pomelos. It's insane. So I'm so excited about that. The first round of pomelos were delicious. So we'll see how big these ones get. And then we have our pear trees, but they're not fruiting this season, unfortunately. I mean, I'm a bit disappointed, but it's okay. I think the one thing that makes me happy though is that this pear specifically is like recovering. The last season, I don't think it was doing as well as it's doing this year. So then at least next year, I think we have a better opportunity for both of them to be flowering at the same time. And then our apple tree, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see. Can you see there? There's apples. And this is a tree that we got from, that we we grew from seed from a pink lady apple. So I hope there's a pink lady apples. I'm not sure. Here we've got a Granny Smith apple, and they're doing really well. We've bagged some of them, not all of them. I couldn't get to all of them. But then we've got also our top red apples, which are doing extremely well. I've bagged quite a few of those. Here's an open bunch. Looking really, really good. And then here we've got our plums. There's like 2 plums. And let me see if I can show you guys. There's 2 plums over there. And then there's 1 plum up here. Not sure if you can see it. But yeah, it's doing really well. But it's not producing as much. They really haven't produced as much as the first. I think maybe probably 2 years ago was when I feel like they produced quite a bit. Well, at least this one. This one, the taller one, it's like its first time actually holding fruit. So it's doing well. It's actually progressing. I don't know, we need to figure something out, because in these pots, they're big pots, they're huge pots, but the problem is like they drink up so much water. They really need access to the ground. Here we've got our 2 figs, and the tiger fig is putting on little fruits in there, which is really cool. Unfortunately, one dropped, but you know, that's the name of the game sometimes. But yeah, it's looking really good. The fruit trees are looking really good. I'm really excited. So we just, making sure that they're fed. They need to be de-weeded too. But yeah, we'll get to that. Over here, flowers are doing really well. The hollyhocks have actually finally started putting on like some decent size, so that's really cool. I moved in a poppy over here. I don't think it's going to produce again, although it looks like there might be something coming through. But yeah, that's doing well, I'd say. I'm excited for when the echinacea actually starts flowering up again. The garlics, I pulled out 1 garlic maybe 2 days ago. I'm concerned. I don't know if we're going to have a good garlic harvest, at least in terms of the smaller garlics that are here in the front. But the bigger garlics, I'm hopeful. With the bigger garlics, I'm not going to pull them out. I'm going to wait until I see scapes before I even consider pulling them out. And then here, we've got a Romanesco zucchini coming through, which is awesome. I did not see that one coming. You guys can see the stem of this plant is quite thick. I think what I wanted to do is to like stake it upwards or grow it vertically. So we'll see how that goes. I'll probably like stake it up again after I harvest that zucchini over there. But everything, yeah. So this is the one area which hasn't improved. There's just a lot more weeds. But the plants are still growing really well, which is good. Michelangelo is like really doing well here. And the brinjals are growing taller. The lettuce has like significantly grown in terms of flowering, so that's exciting. But yeah, like this area need to take some time to just clean it up. Some more fireball chilies. Honestly, I don't even know if they're gonna be good. It's starting to rain. I don't know if they're gonna be good, but we hope so. And then here's some tomatoes, which I think are that yellow variety. Nando, go inside. There's my son. I don't want him outside in the rain. And then the flower garden doing really well. I mean, there's still, you know, a little bit of cleanup that needs to be done, but the weeds are majorly cleaned up over here. And it's looking really, really nice. I put in are these petunias or violas? I'm not sure, but I put them in. So we've got some more blue / purple, and there's also a little one over there, but it's not flowering yet. These salvias make me so happy because they've been here since last year. And also, I mean, you know, the snapdragons, I've talked about them. So that's really cool. Like, I think to have perennial plants in this area is important. I mean, even those California poppies, I did not plant them. They came up themselves. So stuff like that is like awesome. I think that's sort of what we're trying to do here. Same with the gazinias. The gazinias, they just live here, and then any extra plants that you see, from this point forward, it's them seeding themselves, which I love that about gazinias. When the birds come in and ruffle everything up, they really do propagate it well. But yeah, you know, like it's starting to rain, so I need to get in. Another rose coming through over there, just so beautiful. But it's looking good. It's looking good. I even cleaned up the status over there with the flowers, so we can get some more fresh blooms. I'm excited. I'm excited for what the garden brings. Yeah, and especially like with the rain, like oh, it's only gonna bring good things. I almost forgot to show you guys my seedlings. So here we've got some banana peppers that I transferred over into a bigger pot, and they're doing pretty well. They're starting to get their secondary leaves. And then here we've got some tomatoes. They're like an Italian variety. And then over here we have seedlings. I've put like little sticks on all of my seedlings because the birds love coming and picking everything apart, and I really want to protect them. So finally we have some tomatillos coming up, and pineapple tomatoes, and then also I've got crystal apple cucumber and 2 Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes, which I'm really excited about. And then here I've got 2 shishito peppers and 1 random tomato that I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see, the cloud situation is really bad. So I'm gonna head inside. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments any thoughts that you may have. Thank you for the comments in the other videos. I really enjoy interacting with you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.